man that said that the white man corrupted the knowledge of the book.
Right.
And that book is corrupted and by the white man.
That is incorrect. They utilize this book to manipulate it to corrupt our people. The brother's about to intoxicate himself with the weed.
No, the verse about,
right.
no, the verse was about, he said that.
When you smoke that weed, are you sober?
Verse you were talking about?
Bruh, listen. When you smoke that, let's start from there. Are you sober?
Why are you talking about his, but we were talking about the scripture?
No, I'm telling you because that's a problem right now.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober. Be vigilant.
So when you smoke weed, are you sober? Be honest.
No.
I saw you drop a little rock in there.
Yeah.
Why you dropped in there?
Weed.
Right.
Stopped over here because I'm dealing with universality.
No.
I don't deal with y'all deal with, but I'm listening to you.
No, it's all good,
word.
Are you, where's your nationality?
I'm Ethiopian.
You Ethiopian?
I'm Habashi. I'm an Abyssinian. I'm from the Kushite.
You from the Kushite?
Yes, I'm from the
Alright,
Kushite.
so I can understand where your position is at when it comes to the Bible.
I'm not
But
against it.
his sheep hear his voice, right? That's why the scripture says that his sheep hear his voice, right? But in general, yes, bring that up. The officer wants that out there. So listen up, then we're going to deal with it accordingly, all right? 10:26. All right, read that.
The book of John chapter 10 and verse 26.
Bring that out.
But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep.
So if you don't believe 100% that this is the only truth and book, you are not of God's sheep.
That's what that book says.
No,
so
that's what I'm saying.
That's what
I'm saying. This is what it says.
Hold on, come on.
As a man of
pull out a sandwich. A bunch of white men that said that the white man corrupted the knowledge of the book.
Right.
And that book is corrupted and by the white man.
That is incorrect. They utilize this book to manipulate it to corrupt our people.
That's right.
This book indeed.
They translated that book from
Naeem, listen up, Naeem.
Hold on.
Naeem, I'm talking to you, Naeem.
I talk, speak.
We're not gonna argue.
We're not gonna argue. I'm gonna let you speak and let me speak.
I'm gonna let you speak.
You trying to teach me something I already
right.
know.
I'm gonna speak and you listen. And when you have an opinion, I will ask you for it and you will give it to me.
No, he asked me a question. He stopped and I asked him a question.
Right.
We got away from the whole question. Then he started challenging me about my weed. Okay. Right? All right. Then from challenging me about my weed, now we going back to beef.
Now.
Let me finish out. You're going back to beefing between the Bible and the Quran.
No.
I asked you one question
about the Quran.
Yeah. I asked you one question.
Listen, we're not beefing about the Quran.
We're not speaking.
The Quran is a plagiarized version of the Bible.
But I didn't come here to ask a question.
Muhammad was what he was doing? Herding our cows on our goats, right? Learning our way of life. He went and took it back to his people who were theatrical, meaning what? They have 365 gods for each day of the day, each day of the year.
The Kushite,
right?
The Quran.
He did that, and he saw that wasn't the way. He saw
one God.
He saw the way what we were living prosperous. He said, "Yo, I got to bring this understanding to my people." Right? This is way after Christ. All right. So the validity of the Quran is questionable from page 1 to the end page.
That's right.
All right.
You can't question
the
validity of the Quran.
The issue that we brought you up in here for, right? I mentioned to him, yo, the brother's about to intoxicate himself with the weed.
No, the verse about.
All right.
No, the verse was about. He said that.
When you smoke that weed, are you sober?
Verse you were talking about.
Bro, listen. When you smoke that, let's start from there. Are you sober?
Why are you talking about his, but we were talking about the scripture?
No, I'm telling you because that's a problem right now.
All right.
When you get 1 Peter 5 and 8? Read that.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober. Be vigilant.
So when you smoke weed, are you sober? Be honest.
No.
I saw you drop a little rock in there.
Yeah.
Why you dropped in there?
Weed.
Right. So read that again.
Be sober.
When you smoke that weed, Naeem, you're not sober.
All right.
Why? Be vigilant.
Be vigilant. You cannot see clearly. You could barely open your eyes right now.
Why not? I see everything and I hear everything.
No, but you're like this, right? Right now, you're not vigilant.
Wide open.
But you're not vigilant.
I feel energy.
Right now, you are vulnerable for a policeman to stop you and destroy your whole life.
Can't be. I got a marijuana card.
You get what I'm saying?
I got a marijuana card.
That's a trap that they gave you for it.
Okay.
They gave you as a trap.
All right, eventually
You get what
I'll
I'm
get rid of
saying?
this, but
Read.
what does that have to do
Because
with
your
spirituality?
adversary, the devil,
All of it.
What has to do with
Because
the
what?
scripture?
because your adversary, the devil,
The devil, the European that set you up with that card, what happens?
as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may
He's
devour.
waiting for you to take that light. When you're not sober, to take that light, and guess what happens? You lose your license, your family's in jeopardy.
No, I got my marijuana card.
No. So now you hide up, you take the light, and he stops you. You want to give resistance, he could shoot you, put you in jail for resistance, etc. You get what I'm saying? So now, being sober is important. Weed is not going to have you
Right, you're right about
sober.
that. Sobriety is
You
everything.
get what I'm saying?
You have a better connection
So it's
with the
kind of like
Creator.
a weak state that you're doing by putting weed in your mouth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
But all I want to know is about when I asked about the original scriptures. The original scripture. The original scripture he was talking about. He said this, about the Sabbath.
Okay, read
All
that.
right.
Read
That's
that.
all I was asking
Going
about.
back to that.
We ain't talking
Well,
about
stop
Bible,
smoking weed,
Quran.
man.
I'm
You
stopping.
might listen. If you Ethiopian, you might not be ours. We got a lot of our people over there. You Ethiopian 100%?
Yeah.
Who's your father? What's your
My
father?
father born in Ethiopia, speak 14 different languages.
Oh, he's Ethiopian.
His name is Adorfa.
Adorfa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Naeem. Son of Adorfa. All right, go ahead.
The book of Genesis chapter 2 and verse 2. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day.
What was your question about that?
My question was about why does the scripture say that he rested? We talk about the Creator, he's the all-powerful. He does not rest. He's eternal, no beginning, no end. Why
He rested for our sake. Because we in this last days, we will have that as an example. That's why he rested.
Listen.
He's letting you know that throughout all, you have one day you got to honor me. Even myself, I rested from creating you and everything else on that day. You got to do the
I
same.
mean, you rest because
You
we're
get what
not
I'm saying?
eternal. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is eternal. You feel me?
You get me?
The Creator is eternal. He has no beginning, no end. He doesn't rest. That's an incorrection.
No, he rested, meaning what? He didn't do nothing. He was still on his job.
So then that's an incorrect
He
translation.
was still on his job, meaning what? He was still
That's an
protecting
incorrect
us.
translation.
No, he was still doing good. Like right now,
Or
right?
it's meant for you to rest.
Listen, right now, it takes energy to be dealing with you and convincing you not.
Shake my hand on
No,
that
go ahead,
one.
bro.
Shake my hand on that one.
It takes energy for me to tell you
Yes, sir.
not to smoke. And I'm out here with love telling you not to smoke.
That's right.
That's the energy that he's doing.
Listen, that's the
Am I
rule.
resting? Yes, I'm not doing any work.
And that's the rule that
You get what
the
I'm
Creator
saying?
gave to all of the prophets.
All
the
of
messengers.
us, Israelites, not the Ethiopians and not the other.
Every human being.
No.
He created every human being.
He did.
The devil ain't created us. Allah
No, he
created
did
us.
create all the human beings.
didn't create you
Allah
special more
didn't
than
create
me.
nobody.
He didn't create you more special
Allah
than
is
me.
a new God.
No, it's not. It's a different language.
Allah is a new
Spirituality is
God.
not in DNA. It's in
Muhammad,
faith.
Quran, Islam
It's
is
in
a
what you
new
believe in,
religion.
Your faith got you to stop smoking weed, correct?
Commandments.
No,
God
your
commandments.
faith in the commandments, your obedience, your piousness is what got you to stop smoking weed, not the commandments. Because there's a sign that says don't smoke. Do you obey it?
Yo, let me ask you something,
You
Naeem.
obey it because you're conscious to the rules.
Naeem, pay attention over
I'm
here.
listening to you.
Hey, what do you stand for? What you stand for? What's your plan for the community?
I stand for universality.
Uh-huh.
I stand for love. I stand for building up the black community, but everybody, because the black community especially needs help.
Well, you know that the black community that's not loved by everybody.
I don't care.
10 people were shot in Buffalo.
We don't care. We don't care what the people believe.
See, that's what I'm saying. When you don't
I
think
care about
sober,
love.
when you don't think sober,
No, you misunderstand what I'm saying. No, I don't fear nobody
The
but
other
God.
nations don't give a damn about black people.
We know that. But I
All
don't
right?
care about
So
them,
why
but I love
get
them.
universal with everybody? That universal mindset,
Because you have to be.
listen, the
God.
universal mindset has not gotten us nowhere. We're
Yes,
supposed
it
to
does.
unify each other.
We got
Except for
universal.
nine.
We got universal. But we forgot about us.
This is what we're supposed to do.
We forgot about
Let's
us.
get to the law. Let's get to the law.
We got universal. We
I
forgot
got you,
about us.
Naeem. I
I'm
want to know what
gonna
you
listen to
stand for.
I'm gonna
all
listen to
right?
that.
All right,
The
read it.
book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Gather yourselves together.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together.
Uh-huh.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Black people people is that nature that nobody desires. That's why the scripture says that we're supposed to gather ourselves together.
That's right.
And be ye separate. Let me get that. Because that universal thing is out of order.
I'm going to teach you.
The Lord of the Bible always commanded us to separate ourselves from the people. Let me get 2 on that. Go ahead then.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather
No. Let me get a separation scripture. Let me get Revelations 18 and 4. Let me see if that's talking about unity right here. And then another one.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4.
Listen up, Naeem.
And I heard
Listen up, sister.
And I heard another voice saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
He's ordering you to come out of somewhere, to separate yourself from somewhere. Be ye separate. All right? Okay? He's telling you separate. 6. Right, 17. He's telling you separate yourself. That's the Lord telling you that. Right? New Testament. Again.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 17.
I want to know where the universality that Naeem is speaking on. What, Naeem? No, Naeem.
When y'all finish?
Yeah, I'm going to let you do your thing. Right? Because the universality has not worked out. We always get the wrong end of the stick. We always get the stinky end of the stick. Black and Hispanics. We always been at the bottom. Real.
Wherefore, come out from among them. Wherefore, come out from among them.
And what?
And be ye separate.
No, universal.
Be ye
No,
separate.
come together as a kumbaya.
Be ye separate.
Be what?
Be ye separate.
What that means? Universality is together and separate means what? Focus on you and your people. That's what we're supposed to do as a people. All right? Universal mindset, it has not worked for us, Naeem.
Can I speak now?
Did you listen to what the scripture said?
Wallahi, I learned everything you said.
All right, go
everything from the
speak.
scripture.
I'm going to let you speak. Go ahead.
Now it's like this. You take a hand. This thumb is infected, right? But before it's infected, if you close all this together, it becomes a fist. This hand is more powerful than these separate fingers.
Right.
So if this thumb becomes affected, what do? We cut it off before it affects the hand. The separation means cut off, become strong, and then you come back when you're able to stand with the people and be the leaders that you're supposed to be.
That's what the Lord just said. Separate yourself.
Separate
and don't
yourself,
get infected
but not
by
be
them.
separate.
You gotta separate yourself.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Meaning you have to be
Hear
separate.
me? I didn't interrupt you.
Because right now, you justifying we smoking, right?
No, I'm not justifying we smoking. We talk about spirituality.
So you know that's wrong.
We already agreed to that.
All right.
We agreed to that.
So throw it out.
We agreed to that.
Throw it out.
Now get ready.
Throw it out, Naeem. There you go. That's what I want to know. All right. So now we're talking on a different level.
Now can we listen?
Let we talk. Let we talk. All right. Let we talk.
All right. So it's like this. Same way you just told me to cut off the weed. I separated from myself because it's a disease.
Right.
That's the separation. Cut off something when it becomes a cancer. The rest as human beings being universal, we have to be universal. If we're not being respected as a people, separate ourselves till it becomes great.
That's what we doing. A great example of that is what?
Separating yourself.
Right. What happened?
Build your own community.
Yes, of course. It happened.
I'm with that.
We have a template on it.
I'm with that, but you can never forget that universality has
We don't have to be universal,
because
bro.
like this brother, I don't know
Hey,
if he's Spanish.
that's my brother, blood brother.
I don't know what he is. Spanish?
Yeah, he's blood brother to me. Even though he's dark, I mean, he's
But you're
dark.
different.
I'm dark and he's
You
lighter.
understand what I'm saying?
Right? That's my brother.
It doesn't matter.
No,
We all
that's
created
my
from the
brother
Creator.
because he's a Puerto Rican. So-called Puerto Rican.
But they not God created white people.
God created them for a purpose. Let me get that in Romans 9.
All right, tell me your purpose. He created them.
Yeah. Let me get that in Romans 9. All right? Why did he create them?
The book of Romans, chapter 9.
Created Pharaoh, right?
Yeah. Okay. Romans, chapter 9 and verse 22. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known?
So he wants to show wrath and make his power known. Read.
To make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
So he created certain vessels in this world fitted for destruction. Read.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory.
And he created them to what? To make known the glory that he has. Read. Because right now, they on top. They ruling everything and everybody. Correct?
No.
Yes, they make rules
No,
and
not.
regulations,
Chinese
but you
people
can't.
are
You have to
above
follow.
Chinese people are more above white.
That's a myth.
No, that's not a myth.
That's a myth.
That's
Why the Chinese ain't in Ukraine right now?
They're the best
defending?
hustlers. Chinese people are the best hustlers.
Yes,
they
but
own
why they're not in
everything the world.
Ukraine right now?
Besides the black
Why
man,
they're not in
the best
Ukraine
hustlers.
dictating anything? They cannot dictate anything.
The best hustlers in the world are Chinese
The
people.
glory
and black women.
are the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. Even us, whom he had called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
Speaks of the Pharaoh there.
Of course it goes.
All right, cool. Let me go to 9:13. Because the nation of the white people. Okay, read that in 17.
Verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
So the Lord created white people to show his power.
All right.
Meaning what? He's going to bring them down.
That's right.
From their power.
That's right.
From their control. From
That's
their
right.
rulership. They're going to be brought
Because of
down.
their skin color, right?
Yes.
No.
And because of all the doing.
That's racism.
Let me tell you why. This is why they're going
Listen to
down.
that no more.
Yo, this is
Think
why.
about weed back then.
Hey, this is why they're going down. Look.
This is why I smoke my weed.
This is why they're going down. You smoke your weed to get away from reality,
No,
huh?
I don't smoke my weed to get away from reality.
Yes.
I smoke my weed for
Naeem,
euphoria.
you smoke your weed to get
When
away.
you talk about skin color, I
Is this
talk
gonna
about
go on
mentality
pay?
and action.
Is this gonna go on pay?
This is mentality.
Brother,
Now
brother,
it's actions when I
Naeem,
light it.
answer me.
And when I smoke it.
Answer me, Naeem. Is this gonna go on
Not
pay?
skin color.
Is this okay?
No, this is not okay.
Is this
It
gonna go
didn't
on
happen
pay?
because of skin color. It
Should
happened
we
because
get?
of mentality
Should we
over
get?
skin color.
Should we get reparations or a revenge for this?
No.
Why not? So we just gonna take that? The Lord is gonna just take that?
Elevate past that, huh?
Hell no. We suffering right now. Look at you with your weed.
Bro, if we build businesses and we teach our family, we get back reparation for that.
Listen.
If we become successful, time out. In 1800s, the black man owned America.
Hey,
The
listen.
black man owned America, not the white man. He took us out of our power because we lost who we
Man,
was.
listen up.
We lost who we was.
Listen, economics
We
has
owned
never,
everything.
Naeem,
Black Wall Street, they broke us
economics
down.
has
We were
never been.
millionaires.
Economics has never been an issue.
That's the issue now.
No.
Economics is not.
Based on the top 10 nations that spend the most money, blacks in America alone are ranked like around 9 or 10.
All right.
You don't think we could take our coins and separate ourselves and build a
But we're not
superpower
doing it.
because of weed
No,
and other shit
not
like
just, not
that?
just because it is.
Of course
Not
it
just
is.
because it is.
Oh, that's
I'm
one of the
agreeing with you.
reasons.
This is the reason.
That's one of the
But it's
reasons,
also
bro.
mentality,
That gang shit, that's also a problem.
Mentality is how you thinking.
Right. So our mentality has to change, Naeem.
We on the same page now.
All right? So you gotta throw that shit out of the way again.
No, when I finish with it, I'm gonna throw it out.
Nah.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.